she was a really special child.
Meet Angela Lovelace, 19, of Greenwood, Arkansas. Angela has Down syndrome, a genetic condition that, according to the CDC, affects roughly 1 in 1,000 people. Down syndrome presents a number of lifelong challenges to individuals and their families. Angela's story of overcoming these difficulties is profound.
Hi, my name is Angela Lovelace. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. 4 years ago, I weighed 149 pounds. All I enjoyed in life was eating, watching TV, listening to music, and curling. I didn't feel good about myself, wasn't very happy.
To us, as her siblings, she was more of a hassle than she was like a sister or anything, because we always had to, keep an eye on her, make sure she was, not getting into stuff. Like, she had a habit of wandering off sometimes.
When she hit puberty, she started putting on weight at a drastic speed.
If you didn't go in there and knock on her door, she wouldn't get up, She'd just stay in bed.
She didn't want to exercise. She didn't feel like exercising.
I walk around late. Mom really has to drag me.
She did act shy towards other people, but I think she only acted like that because she couldn't communicate with people.
It's frustrating for someone to when they want to communicate with you, if you don't understand what they're trying to say to you. She was just inside of a shell, and I know she didn't have any self-confidence about herself.
Though her family brought Angela to recreational activities like basketball, Angela barely participated.
I couldn't do it.
It all changed in 2008. To improve the family's health, Angela's parents had started a nutritional program, and they were losing weight.
Angela started watching me do it, and she said, "Hey, I want to do that." So we put her on the program. It's a full body cellular cleanse. It went from eating just about anything and everything, eating healthy foods like salads and chicken, and and stop going out and eating.
Angela began to lose a lot of weight, 57 pounds in about 3 months. But this turned out to be just the beginning.
Once she obtained losing the weight, and she hit that goal, then she wanted, okay, now what? So then we went into the exercise.
Angela launched into a high-intensity commercial exercise program known as P90X.
With Down syndrome, they have low muscle tone. Well, we got in there and started lifting weights. Well, she's buff. She's buffer than me.
And I got some muscles that thick right there.
But then her family began to notice other changes.
It's like now she wants to go do stuff, whereas before we couldn't get her to engage in family activity.
Before, all she wanted to do was watch TV and eat, and now she was out running. Before I couldn't get her to walk, and she was literally running ahead of me saying, "Come on, slowpoke."
I was big, and I feel gutters, and now I don't do that anymore. I won first place in Special Olympics bowling, and I'm going out of state.
Going over to our friend's house, and Angela he had his paraplane out, and he was wanting me to ride in it. He was like, "Hey man, you got to ride in this thing." Angela's like, "I'm riding in it," and she ran and jumped in the seat. He was like, "Okay," Whereas before, there was no way that she'd do anything like that.
And she's seen a friend of ours skydiving, and she said, "I want to do that." Now that blew me away.
We're about to go jump out of an airplane. How do you feel?
Great.
I want to do it again!
Angela also became more independent.
Well, I can do stuff whatever I want to do by myself.
I don't have to ever repeatedly ask her to do anything. She does it. She has her own cell phone now. She has her own laptop. She Facebooks. She texts.
I can do all that stuff now.
At the same time Angela grew to be active, something profound happened to her family.
The best way I can describe it, really the best way I can describe it, it's like she was in a coma and she came out of a coma. She always wanted to be in our presence, but instead of sitting there like she used to in color, she would actually be talking and trying to communicate with everybody, and it made us feel awesome.
It's better that I can actually talk to her than just her, like I said earlier, just being there.
There's no more of that frustration. She can literally carry on a conversation with somebody and understand what they're saying and respond, whereas before she couldn't.
So she can actually connect.
My boyfriend, his name is Adam, and I be coaching him, and he's very handsome, and cute, and gorgeous, and kind of hot.
3 seminars ago, if I remember correctly, it was and that's where I met her, here.
I know Adam's very incredible, and he lost probably 11 pounds.
Yep.
And he's done this program, and he's very awesome. I'm glad I have a boyfriend now.
Aww. And
he plays piano. Every time I hear his piano, I love his songs.
Then Angela accomplished something experts said was probably impossible.
I tell her we want to learn how to read.
Her teachers and the special ed coordinator, at the end of the year told me they just didn't see that happening. And I thought, well, I'm going to pull the Hooked on Phonics program out. And I looked up at the clock, and before I knew it, an hour had went by, and I was just blown away that she had literally sat there a whole hour, whereas before she would not do that.
And that like to play.
She's now reading.
Angela is now enrolled in a literacy program. She is one of the few with Down syndrome to achieve success.
Her teacher is even astounded at the progression. Matter of fact, his words were, out of the 20 years that he's been doing this, Angela has far exceeded and excelled of any student he's ever had.
I think Angela's pretty amazing. She's came through a lot.
It's like she's a normal teenager now.
I love my parents so much, what they did to me, what I did to them, and I'm so happy.
Angela doesn't want to keep it to herself. She now coaches other people that are trying to make healthy changes in their own lives. 37 so far. She has made it her life mission to inspire others.
Hey, my name is Angela Lovelace. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. 4 years ago, I weighed 149 pounds. All I enjoyed in life was eating, watching TV, listening to music, and crying.
A parent can't be any more prouder to know that their child is inspiring and helping so many other people and to have hope where they didn't think they'd have hope.
If I can do it, everybody can do this. And thank you for letting me to share my story. And thanks for everybody.
Thank you, Steve. Beginning with a nutritional program, Angela's transformation is certainly inspiring. With lots of supportive family and hard work and exercise, makes you wonder what might happen if we made those changes in our own lives. Reporting for UATV, this is